And again, excited to see what happens here, Fog. Both teams each sort of bringing in a hero that we don't really see too much. So this time around it's Gaming Gladiators. Duracho, they feel that this is the time to try and make PL work. And Shopify Rebellion, we're getting crit on the Nyx Assassin. Ain't nobody playing this hero right now.
Oh, and I feel like we just casted this game the other day almost. Not the exact thing, but we have a Lone Druid Bat versus the PL carry. We had Pakaz doing this the other day. I'm pretty sure Pakaz ended up not dying, or he died once, I think, in the game, and the game ended, right? So
he was super farm.
He played really well, and it looked like a really good PL game. This, honestly, it does look similar, but it's a PL. So everything on paper, you can talk about all that kind of stuff, but is the PL actually going to be able to thrive?
Sure. I mean, and the problem with the PL, right, is you just need that time. You've got to get kind of your 2, your 3 major items. And this, honestly, it is against a lineup that has got a lot of push.
It sure does.
You know, so Shopify Rebellion, if they're able to come out sort of even on the laning stage like they did last game, the push is going to come in hard. And it's going to be a question if Gaming Gladiators can deal with that.
Yeah, at least it's a more normal draft. Not cheese, just straight Dota this time around, coming out from Gaming Gladiators. Shopify, they played so well last game to endure that pressure. Mid-ward, we saw it just get... Oh, Celery's going to get this one, though. So Quinn got the deny on his own obs ward from the sentry, and then Celery's actually going to get the opposing observer ward in the mid lane. All
right. And what about this Shopify Rebellion? Yeah, crit on the Nyx Assassin, a hero that we just don't really see. What do you reckon it was about this game that made them want to run it? And what are the reasons, like the downsides of this hero, the reasons why we don't see a lot of teams playing it?
It's just a very specific hero for certain players, and it's also just a very weak laner. Your lane versus most heroes, you can't trade too effectively. Sets him up for double melee, so that could maybe run into some problems here. This game, why they chose it, you saw Snap, you saw Nature's Prophet. They wanted to have Crit being this hunting hero. Crit and Celery are going absolutely at it right now.
Crit, he's fine. He's still got the stick and the Fairy Fire. Celery won't waste any more time chasing him.
And Quinn, I mean, he picks this matchup. Panel talked about it a bunch. He wants to play versus the Bat of the Ember. We've been seeing these Embers doing very, very good versus Bat now.
All right, yeah, let's see how it does. And that's a situation in which, as I believe what Jenkins was saying, you tend to max the chains, or you take a few more points in chains when you're playing this?
I've seen, there's 2 different, I mean, you can just go 2 points in Flame Guard also, and then you can't break it. But there's a couple different approaches that you can do. I think SEA tends to go for the slight chains, but Quinn, he just plays to endure and have that farm backup. So, like, if lane even does get messed up, you'll have some Flame Guard to be able to farm. He's doing incredible right now. 7-2, first few couple waves. Let's see how Saberlight holds his own up top. Because Nyx, I'm pretty sure Crit, he wants to try to get some pulls going, but there is a small camp. Crit will get the melee creeps.
Yeah, still be able to keep the majority of the creeps on him. And yes, so in overall, whose draft are you liking more here?
I think it's got different type of timings things going on. I like the PL. I think it can absolutely work in this game, but I can also see the situations where Mikey still gets scaling like he did last time on his bat, and then the Lone Druid and Light can just take buildings in seconds. I'm torn. I'm pretty 50-50 on this one, I gotta be honest. I don't like PL as a hero, but on paper in the draft, I can understand how it maybe has that edge here. So maybe a slight, for me, like a 55-45 or something like that for Gaming Gladiators.
Sure. And we didn't really talk about him too much towards the end of the game, the last game, but Mikey, off to a hot start today, right, in this series. Yeah, his Invoker play, he was making a lot of moves.
Yeah, perfect itemization as well, too. Went for the greed. I mean, they knew how to play that game. They just had to make it past like 30, 35 minutes without being like 20K behind or something, and they were never going to win that one. He was great. Yeah, he played super well. And he's playing, I mean, literally his other most comfortable hero. So, and we've seen him thrive on his Batrider multiple times.
Yeah, without a doubt, we're going to see Duracho in a much more comfortable spot this game. Of course, not one of the carries that he's been playing, super frequently recently, but definitely the style of carry that is going to feel really good in Duracho's hands.
An actual carry.
Yeah,
because he definitely looked a bit uncomfortable playing the Witch Doctor. Laning phase looked great, but then mid game, it's like he's not at all those opportune team fights that they needed to win decisively. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this PL is going to be able to do. Because his lane, it looks great. He's versus double melee with a Snapfire behind him. Should be able to just get that free farm.
Yeah. And for Arteezy getting the Lone Druid this game, did you like that? I mean, there was sort of the question of whether it's going to be the Lone Druid or his SF. They go with the Lone Druid here.
I mean, it's probably the thing that he's just a little bit more comfortable with playing. So, I mean, sure, it's not like he's uncomfortable playing the SF, but in this type of matchup, he wants to be able to match with his Lycan. So, yeah, I can definitely see it. And then it gives opportunities in both lanes where you can do these fun, like, I think the big thing for Shopify is, I'll get to that afterwards, is like the vision control this game. There's going to be a Nyx that's running around constantly, Wolves scouting, Tombstone for vision, and then this Bear also that allows Mikey to play with his boots to travel very aggressively. So he's in bots in on the Bear, bots in on the Wolves, bots in near to this Nyx Assassin to go for pickoffs. So it's a cool approach and something that all kind of synergizes together. But lanes at the moment, looking very good for Gaming Gladiators. They've set themselves up for success with this Nature's Prophet multiple times on Ace. And I think Ace, I don't see him going down the route of Aghanims this game. This is going to be Ace scaling.
He's going to be the secondary carry, or as he has been sometimes, ends up kind of the primary carry of how much farm Ace gets.
Yeah, he's definitely, I definitely don't want to see the Aghanims build this game. There's no real reason to go for this route. Like sometimes you're playing versus these Pangos, that global route can be very effective. This game, he can transition.
Top lane, Shopify Rebellion, getting some pretty good early pressure onto Dyrachyo.
That's a big wave, a massive one in fact. It's triple range creep. I mean, Dyrachyo is very likely to miss quite a bit of last hits under this here in Saberlay. He's looking for Celery.
Nice lineup there from Crit with the stun onto the two of them. And,
Carapace.
Very well timed there by Crit. I mean, you know, you just don't expect it, right? You go for the Scatter Blast and then it's like, oh, hang on. Yeah, there's a Nyx going on here. And Crit instantly with that reaction. And Dyrachyo also taking a lot of damage out of this. Will be able to dodge the stun with the Doppelganger. But some great pressure from this Lycan Nyx lane. A lane you just don't really see nowadays.
Can even get the kill here. He missed so many last hits, by the way. Looks like
he might be a bit too tanky with his helm.
Too. It's going to be close.
The stun's back up. I mean, they're playing this perfectly here. Crit and Saberlight. Saberlight may go down if Celery's able to find him. And indeed he will with the Scatter Blast. Crit still able to reflect a fair bit of damage though with that Spike Carapace. But of course will not stop Saberlight from dying. So Celery able to redeem themselves a little bit up top. But all in all, definitely being quite annoying here for Dyrachyo.
Great plays from Crit. I mean, these Carapace is excellent. Nyx Assassin. There's like two heroes that immediately when Snapfire got added to Dota, they were just instantly picked as the counters. The Silencer and the Nyx Assassin. So all over the place throughout the game, you're going to see Crit being able to do some cool moves. And throughout the rest of the game, versus Ember, he'll have setup. Versus Nature's Prophet, he can sneak around. Doesn't get the timing this time on Carapace. Really important stuff, though, that this somehow the Lycan, they super well played, like the way they dive with a triple range creep and everything onto Dyrachyo. He misses, I want to say, like 8 last hits, and they end up killing him. So, big stuff.
Crit, maybe seeing if he could get another round of the spells off during this arcane.
He's really trying to just bait something.
Yeah, definitely having to be a little careful though. Huh? Scatter Blast and Cookie could have killed him, and he knows it. He'll step back a bit. Crit.
Ace Tread's finished up. He's still farming super well. Yeah, Panel talked about it, you know, this double ranged versus the Undying. It works very effectively in gaming. They've played it time and time again, so far it's looking really good for him and Quinn. But yeah, Dyrachyo is significantly slowed down already, and they're actually putting quite a bit of pressure onto him here. It's really good stuff from Shopify again in this top lane.
Yeah. Similar sort of slow start for RTZ down bottom. Sure. Both carries at the moment on 28 CS. We're seeing Ace, of course, full control, 38 and 24, getting a heavy amount of denies. Of course, some of them being treants, but still very much worth being noted there. How easily Ace is able to sit and hit the creeps in this bottom half of the map. Quinn. It's going to come in with a rotation. TP will be there from Mikey. There's Fly. Heals up with a Soul Rip. Another Sleight of Fist won't be enough to quite finish off Fly. Fly's going to be fine. And in fact, be Tofu that gets taken down by this response from Mikey joining the fight down bottom.
Super quick TP. And Mikey, yeah, this is the skill build he goes for every time. Just like 4-0-4, doesn't even go for the lasso, and he will be able to get the kill anyway. This Lycan he is huge. I mean, he's 5, he's got Dominator, he's near 6. He's going to be able to continue applying pressure up here. Dyrachyo, he's gone for the Vanguard just to be able to sit up here.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely needs it to be able to stay in lane against this Lycan.
Yeah, and Quinn, he's trying to make moves around the map because, you know, they're probably saying, like, hey.
It's kind of difficult, though.
Yep.
Especially onto a Nyx Assassin as well. And Quinn knows it. He won't waste his time there any longer.
And it was just the max slight. Only 1 point in the Flame Guard, I guess, for the laning phase, so. Ace, we see his build. I mean, we expected it. He's just going straight Maelstrom Treads. As we said, he's going to transition into a big right-clicker this game, not the Aghanims build by any means. Wrath of Nature online. I mean, they're just hitting Dyrachyo, though.
Yeah, he's able to sustain through a bit of it now with that Ring of Health. And catching back up on the CS 41 last hits now.
Doing just a bit better than Arteezy's at the moment. Mikey might be able to find Tofu here. Couple more hits. One more. Oh, the uphill miss! No! Okay, I'll get him anyway. Tumbler's toy. Nicely done.
Top lane. And Saberlight's got the ult, and he's going to be starting to chase down Celery, but Dyrachyo and Quinn are here. And yeah, Saberlight will start to back off Crip. We'll go for the Spike Carapace TP out. Sleight of Fist comes back up just in time. Quinn will manage to get Crit out of that rotation towards top there from Gaming Gladiators.
Good moves from Quinn. Making tons of space around the map. He's just trying to help out the side lanes as much as possible. And they have the Wrath of Nature to just help from the opposite side. Arteezy, though, in the meanwhile, immediately does start putting pressure on mid and even swings Saberlight's creep over. This is pretty cool. They might just be able to finish off the tower with this. They're going to have to move the creep away so they don't give up the gold.
Quinn is here. He's able to farm the creeps. A nice bit of bonus gold there for Quinn. And even Dyrachyo himself getting some pressure onto the tier 1 on this top lane. Getting tougher and tougher to bully out the lane now, of course, with that Vanguard done.
He has a Midas Q.
That's the correct build. He knows. Vanguard into Midas. Get the first item to survive, that second item to pick up the farm, pick up the levels, pick up the gold.
That's a bit of a curious one for sure.
They say attack speed.
I guess just they are looking at going for triple scaling then, right? That's super late game kind of scaling for himself as he thinks it's, it's, as we look at it on paper, it's a good PL game. So, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you're going to win a PL game, right?
Yeah,
you're going to win it by scaling, and you're going to win it by hitting that sort of 3 major item timing.
Bottom, Quinn. We'll be able to force a TP from Mikey. Quinn.
Ooh.
Should have been fine anyway.
Yeah, and in theory, he knows as well he's going to get a lot of space made for him. One sort of ace and Quinn of their first item, they're going to be playing super aggressive on the map.
And it's just like, for like Saberlight, until he gets the Overlord, he has to be a bit careful how he shows his creep, because just, Dyrachyo could just walk up and Midas hit in a lot of situations. Mid! Big damage!
I'll try and go in for Arteezy, and with the kisses coming in, they'll get him.
Oh, they almost got the bear too. That would have been huge.
I was trying to pick up some action in that mid lane, keep the pressure onto the tier 1 tower, but on his own, didn't end up being the safest of places to be. Crit.
Can you get Quinn?
Oh,
nope.
Tries to get the extra, the damage in before just going for the blind stun from the invis, so Quinn gets a chance to react.
Power Rune will spawn bottom, Tofu. Gonna be able to take down away from Mikey. Mid tower though, very soon. Crit is going
he's
in.
just going in. I mean, he wants them to go on him because they've got Mikey by their side. Shopify Rebellion, they want to play very aggressively here. They'll catch Celery.
I love it. I mean, this is the way they're going to play.
Charging in there saying, hey, we want to fight. Let's go.
They're definitely like they're probably going to see Dyrachyo's itemization. Are they going to get the courier? The Midas? It's flying right over them. They don't kill it though.
Oh.
They want Ace?
I mean, TPs are coming in. They should. I mean, Ace is going to stick down pretty low into the flame break. He's going to try and TP out. And he makes it away. Mikey, he'll TP out in return. But indeed, yeah, that was close to the Midas. Not quite getting there, but it does. Dyrachyo's picked it up and has been able to use it straight away.
He TP'd to it. He's like, my Midas! Oh no! We'll be able to use it immediately. Oh my, that was scary for a second there. I mean, that would have been pretty brutal. Delaying it even for like that, almost 2 minutes or so, it does hurt.
Yep.
It's all about playing for greed here this time around for Gaming Gladiators in comparison to Shopify, who definitely it feels like they want to be playing the ones who are dictating the pace. It's kind of like a role reversal. Not to say that Shopify can't scale.
No, because I mean, Arteezy, he's still going to go probably for just the same build that we saw him do the other day, right, against the PL.
Yep, Radiance, for sure. Looks very good. And Mikey, he is going to do his build, that we saw the other day also. He's got the Witchblade already queued up. Already 2 components purchased of it as well. He's playing versus some significant physical damage as the game progresses, so even the armor is going to be beneficial.
Radiant are scanning.
Saberlight close to Helm of the Overlord. they're going to be able to force quite a bit there with that. They know that the PL is not going to really be able to fight for quite some time if he's going to be going for the Midas.
Tofu tries to poke a bit at Crit there, but Crit, he's got backup. Both Fly and Mikey were ready to help out. Bottom lane.
They're on Arteezy again.
Arteezy a little bit on his own here. Oh, push back Ace with the fear, but no way out of that spot of the map there.
Immediately they're looking to punish top Mikey. He has lasso.
Let's see if Dyrachyo can play his way out of this one. They're in on top of him. He's got the doppelganger, and he has backup as Celery. Ace already as well ready to jump over with the TP if required.
Mikey wants blood.
He's going straight for him. Into the trees, he looks for Dyrachyo. We'll find him with the lasso. Ace TP's in to try and help out. We'll see them bring down Celery. Dyrachyo still alive for now. Mikey trying to stay on top of him here, building the sticky napalm stacks up. Dyrachyo, he's able to phantom rush over towards the creeps, but he still goes down. Mikey gets the kill. Might be able to get more. Ace is incredibly low here. The stun from Crit will catch him. It's 3 dead on Gaming Gladiators. Mikey will die for his efforts. It's a 3 for 2. See if they can make it a 3 for 3. Look for Crit. Spike happens it up. In fact, Crit, he's got the stick charges. He can look to turn Crit. He's going to make it a 4 for 2.
What a play. Can Quinn finish him?
I mean, Crit's probably going to have his spells back up in a second, isn't he?
5 seconds on
5
Vendetta.
seconds on Vendetta. There's a chance he can sneak out of this. He just needs a little bit longer. Gets the stun off.
See you later.
And he's away. He is away there. Crit, he'll survive. 2-1 and 5, having a fantastic start so far on this Nyx Assassin. In fact, they want to go back.
Oh.
They mango him up. I mean, just in case maybe someone was sticking around here. Dyrachyo, he's the one in the neighborhood.
It's tough for them to really commit onto Dyrachyo without last.
Quinn's relatively low on mana.
And they have a +1.
I mean, if they get one. It's hard number Celery around. And they've got a sentry down. Crit, he's not going to be able to catch Quinn by surprise.
They're trying their best to make as much space as possible because Arteezy's struggling, right? So they're trying to really force the issue here. As Arteezy, by the way, he did go back for it. He went for a Midas. So he's also looking to match. As we said, I feel like both lineups have their potential of these kind of scale that is going to be going on. Mikey.
Really just continuing to pile on the pressure on this top lane. Trying to make Dyrachyo not feel safe in this area that he wants to try and farm in around this top tower. We'll see again some great moves from Crit, where Quinn just wasn't quite able to find him in time.
Even the Wolf micro, like constantly being annoying here. Saberlight doing an excellent job here as he now has Helm of Overlord finished. So Shopify definitely have a window here where they can start pressuring and perhaps make space for Arteezy. But Arteezy has to be more careful. He's deep again.
He's in the same spot again. I'll have the fear to push back Quinn for now.
They want the bear.
Yeah, they'll go for the big money instead. He's out of the sprout though. There's away.
Would have been fine. Mikey setting up with Crit again. Can they get Quinn? They might be able to this time.
Lasso into the damage of the Firefly. It's enough. Same time up top, Saberlight and Fly. They're looking to chase down Tofu. I see Dyrachyo turn up and try and help out. Tofu able to turn with a Fade Bolt, but the summons finish him off. See if Dyrachyo can do anything in return, but at this moment he can't quite, right. He's got the Midas and the Vanguard. He's hard to kill, and he's making money, but he's not really got any damage or any offensive potential.
I feel like he needs to just not show up to fights on this PL. I think him showing up is actually really hurting the side of Gaming Gladiators because he tickles. He doesn't really do much of anything when you have Tread's Midas. You need Diffusal first before you want to be showing up. And honestly, Shopify, they're absolutely killing this early game. Crit already has Blink Dagger. So he's going to be able to make these moves consistently. Find Quinn. This is looking really good for them right now.
Okay, 12-7.
You know, PL on paper, as we keep saying, can look good in the game, but Shopify, they have the concept and they have a way to scale, a way to pressure as well too. This is looking honestly very good because soon, a couple more mistakes, one more team fight or something, they can just get a Roche. They have Undying and Lycan.
Oh, Crit. He's going to be off the mark this time. Not quite able to find the opening stun on the Celery. Saberlight still wants to charge in on this. Commits him with the ultimate. They'll back up, get healed up by the Soul Rip.
Celery.
See if the summons can finish him off. Final Wolf, not quite got enough bite in him to take Celery down. Bottom lane, Arteezy getting a bit of space to put the pressure onto this tier 2 tower, but Ace will TP over, and Ace, of course, very much having to be feared. He is the top net worth right now. This Nature's Prophet, a pretty terrifying looking hero at this point of the game.
It feels like he's got a lot of work to do, though, to be able to make sure that his PL can get space to farm. And it's not the easiest game. There's a Batrider and a Nyx that's going to be prowling for this NP all the time.
Over in the mid. They'll get another catch here, Shopify. Find Tofu. TP's coming in. Dyrachyo, he's trying to run in at them, but as you said, at this point, he just doesn't do the damage. Arteezy able to TP out in time. Nothing to catch him.
That was close. The chains were used, but didn't quite catch him. Yeah, Shopify, I feel like they're probably feeling like they're in a very good state of the game at the moment. They probably keep clicking on Dyrachyo, and they're just like, okay, well, he can't show up. And when he does show up, there's going to be a Radiant spare. So they're actually going to have a pretty good answer for that PL, even when he does have Diffusal, if Arteezy, which I imagine is going to start showing up. And Shopify can force fights constantly because soon, as I was mentioning, Rosh is going to be on the menu. When you have Undying, Lycan, Lone Druid, you can easily take that Rosh and sneak it at pretty much any moment.
Oh, that's true, and I guess Gaming Gladiators, on the other hand, they don't really take Rosh.
Nope. They need a lot more items to be able to do so. I think they might just go for it here on Shopify.
I think so.
I don't think they need a kill by any
means.
means.
Go into the pit.
Yep.
And see what Gaming Gladiators do about it, because as you say, for Gaming Gladiators, it already feels kind of rough getting the PL involved right now. So with this going on, you don't want to bring the PL over, right? You've got to let Dyrachyo farm.
I mean, Dyrachyo needs to farm, like, he needs to get this item and the next one, and even when he shows up, as I said, there's an answer. There's going to be the Radiance pretty much done on Arteezy, so I'm concerned really for Gladiators. Unless Ace and Quinn can really pull some magic off with the supports, this PL might just not be able to do anything in the game, might not be able to get online, and even if he does get online, there's going to be more and more answers. Yeah. I imagine they'll itemize for him.
I mean, it's just going to be interesting to see just how much kind of adding the Midas into your build as a PL affects kind of the timings that you want to be hitting when you pick this hero.
Yeah. I mean, nobody really picks it. It's very rare to still see this. We've seen it now twice or 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, maybe twice, and it hasn't really been working out. And this one, on paper, looked good, but so far, game stage, Shopify is doing a great job of just not letting it really get online. And they're ready to fight. They've got everything ready. Radiance is done. He's got a Philosopher's Stone on the bear too, so he's got Midas and Philosopher's Stone. He's going to constantly get farming. Yeah, Blink on crit level 12. They can hunt very easy versus Quinn and versus Ace. And as we mentioned before too, it's the vision aspect. They've got Wolves constantly scouting. They've got Nyx Assassin constantly scouting, so it's difficult for gaming to really look for this type of split push that they want to get going a bit to get space. Scary next few moments for Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah, they're ready to head into the jungle.
For sure.
See if they can catch any of these supports here. Crit, he's already been able to close the gap onto Tofu. As Tofu, he'll attempt to pigpole his way out of there. And with the Sprout holding them back, Ace will be able to keep Tofu safe.
Nice Carapace. Actually ends up saving him. Mikey. Dyrachyo pushing the limits. Ace soon has Gleipnir. So, I mean, he still, as we said, he is the top net worth. He is pretty much the carry himself.
Now, he's done it many times before, been able to carry them from a sort of a solid profit performance.
He's just got to be quick on his fingers with this BKB versus this Nyx Blink and versus this Batrider. Quinn?
They're going in aggressive. Looking for Saberlight. The kiss is out as well, but Saberlight pretty much dodging every single hit. Will get hit a couple of times, but won't be enough to threaten Saberlight at all. They're ready to turn. He gets caught by Crit.
Uh-oh.
And now they can just chase on for more.
Tofu.
They'll look for Tofu. They'll find the Rubik. Celery's got to keep running.
Oh, they're rolling with it now, Owen.
Try and turn with the Scatter Blast, but again, Crit. The timing's there with the Carapace.
Finding these dream pickoffs, and it's transitions into a tier 2 somehow. Quinn, still no BKB on him. He's easily punished.
Absolutely. Feeling sort of how difficult it can be to play sometime against these heroes like the Nyx Assassin.
And look at bottom. I mean, they have a ward here. They see Dyrachyo. Mikey's coming.
Crit. He'll start the move off. The lasso's there to follow up, and Mikey, of course, has more than enough damage to burn through the PL.
And Mikey's build, I mean, like I said, he's one of the few ones that does this, but this Witchblade plus the Shard.
So much damage.
You don't need Firefly in a lot of situations. You just kill them with right clicks. They're really, they're completely controlling the pace of the game now. 17-7, scaling beautifully, finding every pickoff. Saberblade almost has AC. Is this PL even going to be able to do anything this game, Owen? It's starting to feel unlikely.
Game. It's a tough game, and he's dead, and his Midas, it's off cooldown. The real pain, as we like to say there. As he has to sit there on the sidelines, knowing that the efficiency has been lost.
Yeah, Ace just has to carry at this point now. Quinn, he's constantly a third of dying without BKB, and he's still about 500 gold off. Shopify, they're looking to punish it every time Vendetta's up.
It's just so hard to fight without that BKB.
And look, the Wolf. Scouting Quinn. Mikey.
Dyrachyo will step up to use the Midas. Crit. Waiting for the chance to jump in on this. If they want to still go, it's a bit trickier now. They know that Gaming Gladiators are aware of what's happening. And Crit won't quite be able to connect with the stun, but the tombstone's down and RTZ's coming in from the side. He's able to connect onto Duracho with the fear and into the root. Duracho, he's just going to die to RTZ. He's gone. Ace has to BKB TP out. Quinn's got to run. We'll turn towards Mikey in the mid, but that's the Aegis. Mikey's going to be back. Crit jumps forward with a stun, catches Tofu. Quinn, he's just going to head back to the safety of his base. There's no fight to be had here anymore for Gaming Gladiators.
They're losing. I mean, look at bottom too. They take the tower and also top. Celery.
I mean, Quinn, he's trying to get back in on this. Maybe they can get some of the supports. He'll get Fly.
Arteezy's taking tier 3.
Quinn very low on mana, so won't have the tools to be able to chase down Crit. And it's just going to be a support kill at the end of it all that Gaming Gladiators pick up, but indeed so much to be found here by Shopify. And Mikey, he's able to catch Ace. Heads back in with the lasso. Ace, nothing to protect himself at this point with the BKB on cooldown, and even if it was, probably would have still died. Just too much damage coming in too fast here from Mikey.
Mikey is owning. 9-1-4. He is literally just ripping them to shreds. There's no space at this moment for Gaming Gladiators.
He's ready to go for more.
Sure is.
Mikey, and he's running into 4 of them.
BKB.
See if he can get out of it. And we'll chase him. He's going to go for the TP out. If they got anything to come in to the end of the BKB, he's actually away from it.
Oh,
he gets out. I mean, that's got to hurt there. Mikey with the taunt, he just jumps into 4 heroes and he says, you can't kill me, bye.
Oh my, and the last pick, the PL, it's 0-4. This Midas is most definitely not paying off at the moment by any means.
Yeah, it's been tough.
It really has been
tough.
And Shopify, look at this Quinn. He's got BKB now, so a bit safer.
Okay. Yeah, look at the gold here this game. RTZ.
Oh, Quinn, he does get it off. He's dead. Oh my God, Crit and Mikey, honestly playing so well. Last game it was Fly, but these two now, they're just doing everything.
I mean, yeah, Mikey, of course, impressive as always, turning up this tournament as a stand-in and giving us performances like this. And then for Crit, doing it on a Nyx Assassin. This is not sort of the hero you expect to see, but as you said, there were reasons why it could be good this game. Crit, he's making it look more than good. He's making it look straight broken.
They're fighting mid and Arteezy's taking bottom. There's no glyph.
What do you do to deal with this sort of pressure as Gaming Gladiators?
I mean, the Rax starting to get threatened to Arteezy.
I mean, Duracho's turned up, but...
Duracho? Oh, that's game.
He died even quicker than when he was on the Witch Doctor.
Oh my, Shopify turned up ready to play today.
What a series this has been for Shopify Rebellion. Honestly, this is... If they can be consistent with this level of play, they're looking better than ever.
Absolutely.
This is some crazy stuff.
This Bat Lone Druid, they made magic work the other day versus the Pakaz PL. This PL literally hasn't even done anything, hasn't been able to play. He's just been Midas and creeps.
It's been rough.
Arteezy, too tough to kill. Also, 5 Wraith Bands.
And in they go.
Mikey wants another.
Another catch there. They're trying to kill Arteezy. Maybe they'll get him. He's getting low, but he's healing up with the bear. Arteezy's still alive, finally gets zapped down. But it's costing them so much in return. Both supports will die for that. Ace has to buy back. Quinn is caught by the carapace. He gets his mana burn. Mikey finishes him off.
Whoop. Blink. Doesn't get it off.
Oh, Crit.
Maybe he does.
Oh. That's a little bit of something for Gaming Gladiators because nowhere near enough. And Mikey's ready to go again.
Look at how aggressive he's playing.
In he goes, finds Celery, another one for Mikey.
Still has BKB also to disengage.
I mean, Duracho's trying to go on this, but, I mean, can he? BKB's back up.
I mean, Duracho, he might have to be careful himself here. Oh, and they have...
I mean, this is crazy. And it
They
feels like a while as well. We've not seen teams be able to do this really back-to-back against Gaming Gladiators.
Nope. 2
games in a row where Shopify Rebellion, they're just looking on another level today.
They're playing so clean. They're understanding how to play with the vision, with the advantage that they have. They saw the Midas. They've punished it time and time again. There's like no hope really for this PL. He literally does nothing to the draft right now of Shopify. And Mikey just, what a performance.
I mean, not holding anything back here today, Mikey. 12-1-6. Yeah, honestly, his Invoker plays and Bat plays, they're absolutely up there.
Yeah, totally
We've seen it through the previous group stage as well. These two heroes, I think they're kind of would you say the best two that we've seen them on? What else have we seen Mikey on that you've liked?
These are the best two, by
These are
far.
the best two.
Yep.
The Bat and Invoker.
Yep.
And that's the thing as well, they'll pick it early.
Yep.
They pick it early, they say good luck to the enemy, and the enemy normally needs it, because Mikey, he has some incredible performances. As I say, emphasizing on the fact that his heroes, they'll be picked early. Enemy teams, they're not really able to do much against it.
And the timings are just, they're so slow for Duracho. The 29 minutes, you usually want to have like your heart, your Manta, your Diffusal. Yep. He only has the Diffusal and Manta and this Midas. So the answers are there. The Bear is constantly cutting waves and split pushing.
I mean, they're trying to look for a fight. Gaming Gladiators, they're out with the smoke.
Head-on fight looks very difficult at this point. Nearly impossible.
Trying to go on the Bear.
It's too tanky. They're even buffing it up now. Fly's got a medallion. For Gaming Gladiators, like, where do you go? What do you do? Duracho is just so weak. Your NP is farmed and stuff like that, but there's the natural counters of the Bat Nyx. Quinn always under pressure.
They've got eyes on him. Like, he knows they've got eyes on him, and he's got his sentry down. Does it
matter, though?
I mean, he still gets caught. He knew that they could see him, but not able to react quick enough. Mikey, he gets the last one to Duracho. Duracho, he'll be able to jump out with a doppelganger, but he's so low, and Mikey's still on top of him. Duracho goes down. They will be able to kill the Bat, but they're losing heroes left, right, and center. Quinn just die back. It's over, folks.
It is totally. It's been over. Time to close it up. They're going tier 4s. What a day from Shopify.
Absolutely. They 2 times back-to-back, and against Gaming Gladiators. They crushed them.
Absolutely crushed them.
They crushed them, and impressively as well.
Tons of people have been asking for this Nyx, too. Like, in some of these games, it looks like it can work, and honestly, Crit.
I mean, he was great back in the day, right, on the Nyx Assassin.
This was just, wow. Look at that.